Hey, what's going on guys? Miku Freaku here, and welcome to today's video. Now, I love Miku. Everybody loves Miku. But do you know what I love just a little bit more? Fortnite. Despite how many asses I tend to suck during a 3-hour session, I have my fun. So what do we get when we combine the two? Roughly $20 to $30 out of my wallet. I picked up the trans Miku skin, and she's been my main ever since. As you can imagine, with such a hyped up collab, you have artists everywhere rushing to get out their newest piece to embrace the meme while it's still fresh. And as you can imagine, with any new piece of art, there's someone who has a problem with it. An artist by the name Asami-chan made their own piece of one of the 3 Miku skins. I want you to take a good look at this art. What do you think is wrong with it? What could anyone possibly have to say about such a simple piece? Now, if you're an average Joe, you probably think there's nothing wrong with it, but of course there's always going to be those who have an eye for flaws. Miku has small boobs. Did she get them enlarged or something? Miku did not have all that. Holy bazonkers. People are commenting on how this Miku illustration depicts her with big boobas, even though her official design is far less endowed. You guys can probably guess my thoughts on something like this. It's art. Do as you wish. Nothing all that big so far, besides her tits. Now, I wouldn't be making a video on this if it wasn't for one particular individual. Enter Julie, a fairly common user. She enjoys Star Wars and Miku, so of course, she has her own thoughts about this. Changing the proportions of a 16-year-old's chest is weird, by the way. Now, look, I've said this before, if you don't like sexualized underage characters, that's completely understandable. Morally, there's nothing wrong with what she said. But the thing that comes to my mind regarding the situation is, Miku has been 16 years old for 18 years. I don't know exactly how far you can get when you merge the laws of reality with an ageless icon. Also, and not to sound weird, but do teenagers with developed proportions not exist? Of course, they often may not look as developed as a full-grown adult, but if we all went to school, I think we all know that people come in various shapes and sizes. So with all that in mind, are you saying that it's bad for a teenage girl to develop on her own? And if you want to say that that's not the case, why treat Miku like she's a real person at all? And the cherry on top is that this isn't even an inappropriate art piece. It's completely safe for work, and yet you're putting so much focus onto her boobs. Of course, this wouldn't be a big deal at all if it was just left at that. However, the further down the rabbit hole we go, the more we find that this individual is rather unhinged. Once again, there's something sinister about the way y'all draw women. Huh? Enter our next challenger, Salty Boy. You're retarded. Look guys, I don't agree with people using this word in serious conversation. Not because it's ableist or offensive to autistic people or whatever, but because I feel if you want to have real say in an argument, you can be more mature than that. And you're an aspiring influencer who says slurs. Oh no, the dreaded R slur. It's almost half as bad as the N-word. Sister, stop it. Stop it. Your opinion is still retarded. Miku can be perceived in any way someone wants. She's a fictional character after all. If you feel like the person is violating her, then call the police. I'm sure they'll take you seriously. That's the unfortunate reality of approaching a topic as serious as sexualizing minors and applying it to anime characters. At the end of the day, you can make as many police reports as you want for something like this, but authorities would rather focus on real people getting hurt. She's a 16-year-old character. If you're admitting to being attracted to children, yikes. I never agreed with this mindset so many Twitter users seem to have. Yes, 16 is very young, but to refer to them as a child? Yeah, I don't know about that. Again, they're young, and yes, they're inexperienced, but to look at them through the same lens as you would view a toddler? Yeah, not something I personally believe in. When did I mention I was attracted to Miku? You're the weird one for thinking of children whenever you see a fictional character. And if you want to go by age, Miku was made in 2007. In 2025, she would be 34 by your logic. Make it make sense. Yep, that's unfortunately how it is. You look at a safe for work piece of art and immediately equate it to real children. I think that shows that you're letting fiction begin to affect your reality a little too much, which is actually not all that surprising considering what I'm about to show you. If you start to explore Julie's timeline, here's what you can expect. Elon Musk should kill himself. You know you're using his app, right? You are directly supporting him. You're on his turf, my guy. I ended up calling her out for seemingly caring more about drawings than real people, and then she removed it from her page entirely. Though that was just a sneak peek of what this chick likes to surround herself with. Preying on a certain politician to have a heart attack within 2 months. Quoting Donald Trump saying there are 2 genders. Hey guys, post-production Zev here. I just wanted to say that I wasn't aware of how serious the whole 2 genders thing actually was. I found out later it was a lot more than just the typical 2 genders argument or whatever. And I wanted to acknowledge that I am a lot more of what it actually entitles now. For those who are interested, you're free to look it up. It's really not something I want to discuss here. It's a little bit too deep of a topic than what I'm used to. But yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that it is something I'm aware of, but I still don't believe it affects the overall point of the video. Also, this video was recorded before Inauguration Day, and that's why what you're about to hear may not make a lot of sense. So apologies. You're sending death threats to the former and soon-to-be leader of your country country, assuming you're from the US and not getting stoned for it. Consider yourself really fucking lucky. Anyway, no more age discourse on my page. That girl is 16. I don't care if she's just a voice bank, like there's still a character behind it and the character in question is 16. Yeah, and her character is a quote-unquote voice bank. This character doesn't exist. It's not getting hurt. It's not getting exploited. It's not even getting sexualized. She just went through puberty, and really fucking hard too. I'm allowed to find the art weird, and realistically, we shouldn't be sexualizing any women regardless of age. Do you live in the Middle East? Are you a time traveler from the 1930s? Are you jealous? So what you're saying is we can't have ecchi, artists can't express their own creativity, game developers can't create whatever character they want? I know we've seen this before. Don't sexualize women. The way I see it, sexualizing is not the problem. You can sexualize whatever body type or sexuality you choose, of course within legal standing. The real issue is objectification, which is usually a lot more personal and very dependent on context and situation. If you're treating someone like garbage and only see appeal in their body, yes, that is incredibly harmful. If you're drawing a sexy video game character, that hurts absolutely nobody. If you say something as broad as stop sexualizing women, you are severely limiting creative freedom, all because you personally don't like it. I'm not doing the if you support Trump then unfollow me post. If you support Trump then yourself, I don't know. This person has zero regard for actual human life. They're protecting pixels and lead markings. Trans people existing does nothing negative to your life, you crybaby bitch. I didn't do anything. What the hell happened? I didn't even do anything. If you're having problems with a specific person, send it to them directly. Preaching to the choir does nothing. Oh, and look at that. Julie reposted a tweet showing the approval of Kathy Griffin holding a fake head of Trump. You know his son saw that picture and thought his father was dead, right? It doesn't matter how much you don't like these people. They're still human. I don't like Trump, and I think Elon Musk is a pussy-ass bitch. But I am not gonna send death threats to someone I don't even know personally. I be the better person. Is that not what we're taught to do? And if that wasn't enough, how about just another blatant death threat telling someone to kill themselves? I'm so gonna get reported. Is this all a joke to you? You're fully aware of what you're doing and you're trying to be cute about it? You're calling to have people's creative freedom taken away and sending death threats to people you don't like. Oh, teehee, I am so canceled. You're a joke, and not even a good one. You think you're Happy Gilmore, but you're Jack and Jill. And you know what? You wanna act like that? Okay. I was really bothered by Julie's behavior, so I reported 2 of her tweets and was notified that they were locked out of their account. Hopefully they can take this as a learning experience to be a little more level-headed and not act like a complete wacko. So with all that being said, that's gonna do it for today. If y'all enjoyed, feel free to like and sub. Stay safe, stay sane, draw big titties, please. I wanna see these people pissed off. Goodbye.